X20.
Well, what up, man? This is your boy, Chris Unbiased, man. Welcome to What's Wrong with Battle Rap Volume 1, where I look at a lot of things that I feel like is wrong with battle rap, and not just what's wrong with battle rap, but how we can fix it. You know, I'm one of these guys where if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So I like to talk about things, and I like to do a lot of problem solving. So Chapter 1, as you can tell by the title, oversaturation, which I feel like is a big deal in battle rap. This is going to be a long blog. Hopefully y'all watch it from beginning to end. There's a lot of things I want to mention in this blog. I want to respond to a comment that a blogger sent me. And I also want to get at a league owner, man. We're going to talk about oversaturation just within this weekend right here. Now, I'm going to get at a league owner. He ain't going to like it, but it is what it is, man, because I feel like, you know, we definitely got to not only just talk about it, we're going to use examples during this whole book of What's Wrong with Battle Rap, Chapter 1, and as we move on to different chapters, we're going to not only discuss it, we're going to use examples, we're going to call people out, and we're going to talk about it. And I feel like everybody plays a part in what's wrong with battle rap. But I got this message from a blogger called Gap Teeth Henry. I don't know if a lot of y'all know him. He has over 20,000 subs, so he's kind of popular in battle rap.
Madness! I can stop it anymore! I don't deny! This is where the mothers cry! This is where the mothers cry! Praying to a loving God! She don't even know her son just died! Oh, and I'm still on that London drive! Cause she's screaming, Jesus, take the wheel! But she don't know he on the other side! Let's go!
So yeah, he's a good dude, man. So subscribe to his channel, hit the like button on his videos, go over there, tell him Chris Unbiased sent you, and go support the brother because I feel like he's doing good things in battle rap. But he sent me a message. His message said, yo, Chris, y'all bloggers are not recapping battles anymore. All the top battlers had great performances this weekend, but none of y'all want to talk about battle rap. It's sad, big bro, but you guys jump on any drama and make videos each week about them. We see it, and it's killing the culture. This is what he said to me. I actually do agree. You know what I'm saying? I'm not somebody that's going to take myself out of the problem. As far as battle rap blogging, we have definitely lost our way to some degree. We definitely need to do better. We need to recap battles better. We need to promote battle rap better. And we need to do our part in pushing the culture forward. I do agree. But I will say I feel like it's a bigger issue at hand. And that's why I wanted to do this blog, because it ties into the oversaturation part. All right, so let me start with this. Don't ever let a battle rap blogger tell you that they're not trying to make money in battle rap. Let me repeat that. Do not ever let a battle rap blogger tell you that they're not trying to make money in battle rap. Sure, you want to push the culture forward. You want to recap battles. You want to talk about different things going on in the culture, but you also want to make money in battle rap. What started as people being battle rap bloggers has kind of turned into being content creators who actually blog on battle rap mostly. So the key word is content creator. No matter whether you're a blogger, a podcaster, a reactor, at the end of the day, you are a content creator. And I don't want that to ever go over your head. Everybody in battle rap is still trying to make money despite pushing the culture forward. Bloggers always want to come into battle rap and try to separate themselves from the drama. But battle rap is a lot of drama. So at the end of the day, you're going to end up talking about everything. But people come into battle rap and they try to separate themselves. One of the last new bloggers that came into battle rap was Battle Facts. He was another guy that came into battle rap and tried to separate himself from what he felt like other bloggers was doing. I remember like it was yesterday. Over here, man, we just worried about the raps, man. We just worried about good battles. We want good battles, man. We ain't worried about the drama. We let them do that over there. We let them do that over there. Over here at my channel, though, we just focus on the raps. We ain't worried about the money. We ain't worried about the views. I'm here for the people, man. We just want good battles. We ain't worried about the money. We ain't worried about the views.
6 months later.
Make sure y'all hit the super chat. I got a 50 super chat goal, and it's any amount. It could be $1, $2, whatever. So if you got $6 you want to send me, send $2. You know what I'm saying? Let's reach that goal. I want it to be an epic night.
It's always about the money, bro. Whether you're asking for cash out or you chasing some type of drama. The minute Danny Myers has the issue with John the Don and he not paid for a battle, Fax runs and get the interview. The minute Coffee and Official have a fight and Official is saying that Coffee baby daddy is alive, runs and get the interview. The minute KO and Hustle get into it and it's ghostwriting this and ghostwriting that, run and get the interview. I'm not knocking him. This is not even a diss to Battle Facts. Everybody comes in the culture and tries to separate themselves and try to make me, Angry Fan, Piper Boy, Vada, like we're the drama bloggers. And I'm just focused on the raps when at the end of the day, you're a content creator, bro. You're always trying to make money in battle rap. And the more popular you get in battle rap, the more your fans will expect more from you. When I first started, I used to just blog about battles. But the more popular I got, people want more of you. They want you to talk about this. They want you to talk about that. They don't allow you to not be able to do stuff because your fans will always demand more from you. And when you first went to battles, there was no pay-per-view. You used to go to a battle. Your recap meant more. You would go to an event. Nobody would have seen it. It might be 800 people in the building. Your in the building recap when you came home was golden. It meant something. It was one of the only people that had a recap. And then you would wait a few months and then the battle would drop. Then pay-per-view started. People started seeing the battles live. You didn't necessarily need recaps as much when you saw the battles live. And recaps faded over time. They're still important, but they faded over time. And whether you're a newer blogger like Battle Facts or an established blogger like Caps, you're always trying to make money.
You know, wait. Hit the cash app, nigga. I'm about to preach to you niggas.
But I will agree that we could do better. I definitely will agree that we could do better. We have slacked in that. We have definitely let down a lot of newer battlers with promoting and stuff like that. But it even goes deeper. I don't think people realize just how deep this oversaturation situation is. So let me explain. This weekend, there are like 4 events, but 3 main events this weekend. There's one Friday, there's one Saturday, and there's one Sunday. Why? I don't know. Let me focus on this Street Talk Entertainment event just for the purpose of this blog and because I actually talked to him personally. So I feel like I got a little experience on even his thought process coming into this weekend. Now this league owner jumped on my radar because I did a prediction blog and he was trying to tell me like how I wasn't in tune with battle rap enough and that he felt like his league deserved his own prediction blog. You know what I'm saying? And that bloggers wasn't really focused on what they need to blog on. So me and him started a dialogue with each other where I was trying to help him. But sometimes when you're in charge, you don't want to listen to niggas, man. And anytime you are in charge or you are in a leadership position, you also have to be a good listener. So this is about street talk. And I'm going to tell you something that went on this weekend. So you got TBL this weekend on Saturday. You got Trenches on Sunday. And you got Street Talk Entertainment on Friday. Why you're doing an event on Friday, I don't fucking know. People are getting off work. People are being really, really busy. And the later you start, which you can't even start a Friday event until at least after 6. The later you start, the later it goes into the night. Friday is a terrible day to do an event. But I tried to tell him this, and he didn't want to listen. And this is all about oversaturation, because there's a lot of shit going on this weekend. When me and him started talking, the first thing I told him, I was like, yo, your flyers look just like Gates of the Garden flyer. And here is a Gates of the Garden flyer right here. As you can see, Gates of the Garden right here. This is his flyer right here, right? Street Talk Entertainment, Gates of the Garden. Street Talk Entertainment, Gates of the Garden. Both look blue and green, basically look the same. Like I said your flyers look just like Dre Dennis flyers. You need to change them up. You think he changed them up? Fuck no. Okay. Second thing I told him, I said your logo is too small. If I showed you this flyer right here, would you be able to tell that this was Street Talk Entertainment? But if you zoomed in more, you could see that this is actually Street Talk. I said your logo is too small. He tells me, what's about the size of all the other logos that's out there in battle rap? But I'm like, people don't really know much about Street Talk, so they're not in tune. Like someone like URL could just create a flyer and put the word Nexus card on there, and we associate Nexus or outside card or whatever. We associate those with URL. So they've been branded already. Something like the Riot or Bullpen, it's been branded already. I said, you're trying to make a name for yourself. You need to brand yourself better and have Street Talk, your logo, larger. But he had it very, very small, and you couldn't really tell that this was even Street Talk. But it even goes deeper than this. And this is going to continue on with the oversaturation. This was one of the battles he booked. A-Ward versus Prep. On paper, not a bad battle. You know what I'm saying? A-Ward get his shit off. Prep is still a good writer and stuff like that. Might be a pretty good battle. But the problem is, A-Ward already battles this weekend versus Jada Nightwing. Now, I realize that the battle got canceled, but he was supposed to battle Jada Nightwing. So I'm like, why would you book the same people in two back-to-back, the same weekend? That doesn't really make sense. But it gets even deeper than this. The next battle, he books T-Rex versus Steams. On paper, a pretty good battle. Steams is from New York. Rex is from New York. You would expect the battle to be good. The problem with this is Rex already battles Snake Eyes. So I'm like, why would you book Rex in back-to-back battles? But it even gets deeper than that. Next battle he books, Loso versus Pain. On paper, not a bad battle. But I'm like, the problem with this, Loso was supposed to battle Hustle the exact same weekend. So when I told him, I said, why are you booking battlers who battle already? This nigga gonna tell me, well, I spoke to the battlers and they told me they was gonna give their best.
Dummy!
I was like, no shit, nigga. They want a fucking deposit. Are you that fucking slow? They want you to cut them a check, PayPal them a deposit. What do you really expect niggas to tell you? That they finna show up with some trash raps? And then I was like, why are you doing an event the same weekend as Easy and Twerk? It's too much going on that weekend for you to compete with. This nigga tells me that he is in a collaboration with TBL, like I'm collaborating with them that weekend. Okay, let's really look into that if you're collaborating with TBL, right? So that means that you got an event this weekend, TBL got an event this weekend, right? If that's the case, then TBL at least would have promoted your event, right? After all, it's a collaboration. When we go to TBL's page and we scroll, let's just keep scrolling. Let's just keep scrolling. This is their entire page, right? His event was yesterday. If you're in a collaboration with TBL, they had to at least post your flyer and support you, right? Let's just keep scrolling. Let's just keep scrolling. Let's just keep scrolling. Point I'm trying to make, they never promoted your flyer, bro. You said you are collaborating with TBL and they never even promoted your event. So what the fuck are you doing? Okay, Chilla Jones had to promote it, right? I mean, there are more than just TBL. What about Chilla? Maybe Chilla promoted the event. So here's Chilla. As we scroll, let's just scroll and see. No, this is his flyer, right? Fire versus fire. This is his flyer. I just want to show you so you can see his flyer is never posted even under Chilla. Let's just keep scrolling. Let's just keep scrolling. Nothing but TBL flyers. These are all TBL flyers. How are you in a collaboration for that weekend? This is the excuse he tried to give me of why he chose this weekend. They never even posted your flyer, bro. You got to understand in battle rap, when you just being used, you're promoting them and they're not promoting you. But it even goes deeper than that. Continuing with the oversaturation. This is him on Restore Order. And I'm not trying to make this blog just about him, because this is an oversaturation. But because I had a conversation with him prior to this event and I was trying to put him up on game, he wasn't listening, bro. And I'm just like, bro, I'm trying to put you up on game and let you know what's going on. So he is on Restore Order, right? This is Restore Order. This is the chick on Restore Order. This is the 15 Minutes of Fame logo. Look at what he called himself, bro. TBL / Street Talk Entertainment Scoop. Bro, why are you on Restore Order acting like you TBL? You not even TBL, bro. So here you go promoting them, but they're not promoting you. They didn't even post your flyer one time. But you keep telling me you're in a collaboration. Stuff like this get you on a Meat Ride blog. I got to keep it real with you. Stuff like this gets you on a Meat Ride blog because you just want to be one of these brandy, I want to be down ass niggas. That's all you want to do. So first, you booked people that was on a card and they told you they was going to give their best, right? And you fell for it. So I wonder if they really gave their best, because I watched a recap today and somebody said the event was actually trash.
I never get on league owners when the battlers come to these events. They come to certain platforms and leagues and they act like they don't give a shit. And a lot of these guys tonight, I'm sorry, a lot of y'all did not care, man. Yeah, you might have had some lines here and there, man, but dog, maybe I heard them say that it was because you know they battle on a rooftop. Some of the losers and the whole event need to jump off the roof. I mean, I don't know what was going on. And respectfully, I heard them saying through the telecast, shout out to my man Ike P, he was saying that they had to walk up 15 flights. Well, damn, I don't know if them 15 flights just got niggas not remembering, they not caring or something. But niggas act like they did not care tonight, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. And Scoop, I know you're a good dude, brother. You just trying to put events on and put on for the culture. And I respect that and everything, my nigga. I'm not going to hold you, though, bro. But I'm sorry. When people are coming on your platform and they just going through the motions, I know your thing is street talk, street talk. Well, let me give you some real talk, and the real talk is this, bro. I some of the events you've been having, I don't know, bro. I don't know what it is. I just feel like nobody really gave a shit. I'm not trying to get on niggas, but I just feel like when you're a professional battle rapper, you have an event like this and the world is watching, why are y'all going through the motions? Same corny ass angles. And if you're gonna do the same angle that we heard 5 million times, can you niggas make it sound hard and make it sound fire? God damn, son.
3 Letterman is a credible blogger. He said your event wasn't good at all. But Ballard said that they was going to give their best, right? This is why you can't book people on the same weekend on multiple cards. So let's look at these cards. First, you got TBL. Everybody's going to watch a TBL event, bro. It had Easy and Twerk on there. It was going to get everybody's attention. Okay? So that's first and foremost. Next was Easy's card. Goes down on Sunday. They changed it. It was originally Friday. It goes down on Sunday. Even though Easy doesn't have super crazy names, he has Rosenberg, Raw, P, King, Mike P, Cortez, Truffaut, Dre Majesty Prep, Dre Dennis, Sko. Not crazy names. But Easy has a brand, and Easy has a lot of bloggers that support him. He go on people's channel. You see the media run he's on. He was on Math shit, then he was on Cap Stuff, and then he's probably everywhere else. He was on 15 Minutes of Fame. There's a lot of media that support what Easy does. And plus, so it doesn't really matter if Easy has the best card because he has a brand. He also has a very good channel that does a lot of views that he's going to be able to over promote his own card. This is what I told him. So I was trying to understand, why would you do your event on a Friday, bro? If I make an argument, you got better names than Easy. You got Rex, Steam, Swave, T-Top, A-Ward, Real Deal, Fonz, B-Magic. These names are better than what's on Easy's card. But the power of Easy and his channel, he's going to get way more support than you will. So I don't know why you went on this weekend, but this is a problem. So then I tell him, if Trenches is $40 and your event is $40 and TBL is like $60, that's $140. What makes you think battle rap is in a place where you could spend $140 over the weekend? There's a lot of stuff going on real bad in this economy, man. A lot of people losing their job. Unemployment is higher. Groceries prices are through the roof. I said, what makes you think people can spend $140 on battle rap in one particular weekend? That's after you went through Summer Madness. That's after you went through Hitman and Mook. The nigga tells me, yo, I feel like we're at a good price point. Bro, the price point don't matter. You may be at a good price point. $40 for your card is not a bad price point. The problem is you can't compete with Trenches and you can't compete with TBL. So your event becomes the third event of the weekend. And then when I explained it to him, he's like, well, I feel like everybody has their own fan base. My nigga, nobody fucking knows you, bro. Nobody fucking knows you. I don't know where you getting this thing like you some popular nigga. Yeah, you be in spaces a little bit. And yeah, a couple battle rappers may know who you are. Nobody fucking knows you. You don't have a fan base. Nobody's ordering a pay-per-view because Scoop is that nigga. It's not going to happen. But it even goes deeper than this, Gap Teeth Henry. Let me really dig into this weekend right here. And let's look at the recaps, because that's where we started at, right? Let's just say every battle was going to happen that was supposed to happen on these cards, right? On these cards. Every battle, there's always a pecking order because, like I said, don't ever let anybody tell you that they're not trying to make money. So there's always a pecking order. Even you, Gap Teeth Henry, is trying to make money. When I go on your channel, and make sure you subscribe to my man's channel, right? You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of stuff going on. He's a great recapper. You know what I'm saying? He's great. But if I go through your channel and I scroll, T-Top, A-Ward, Geechee Gotti, Shotty Horror, Tay-Rock, Fonz, Eunice, Arsenal, Loaded Lux, T-Rex, Av, Jazz, Arsenal, Rum Nitty, Calico, Murder Mook, Hitman, Rum Nitty, what else? Chess versus Klutz, Tay-Rock, Lou Castro, Easy versus Chess Reaction. And you went back and got that one. Tay-Rock, Quest McCody, Rum Nitty, Ines, Reed Dollar, Sharon. You know what I notice about these reaction videos? Every one of these people are popular people in the culture, which means you're going to get views on their reactions. Those views equate to money. When I go through your channel, I don't see you reacting to Dollar Bill, Low Supreme, Real Name Brandon, Hanzo, Tex, Muwop, Capo, Dre Majesty, Gorilla Monsoon. These are all up-and-coming guys. There's no money in really reacting to their videos. Not compared to Rock, Geechee, Kayshawn, Shotty. These are some of the videos you've done within the last few months. So even you are using discretion on who you want to react to, because your time is important. And if your time is important, you want to be making some of the most money. So that's why, yeah, you could do a Muwop reaction. It's not going to get more money than a Tay-Rock reaction. So you choose the Tay-Rock reaction. So even you are using discretion on how you want to make your money. So I go back and I say, don't ever let a blogger tell you they're not trying to make money. Even you, Gap Teeth Henry. But keep doing what you're doing. I respect what you're doing. Let's get back to this card right here. If everything stayed the same, right? Everything stayed the same. There's going to be a pecking order because bloggers are always trying to push the culture forward, but also make money. So you're going to recap Easy and Twerk because it's the biggest battle of the weekend, okay? You will also recap John and Swamp. It's another big battle. You'll probably recap T-Rex and Snake Eyes because of the energy, right? Because there's 3 events this weekend, you got to watch all these battles. In my personal opinion, I feel like it takes 2 to 3 watches to give a good recap. I feel like that if you're going to recap a battle individually. How can you watch all these battles, bro? And this is the trickle-down effect, Gap Teeth Henry, I'm telling you. So first, there's your event, okay? You got T-Rex and Steams, Swave and T-Top. Let's just say I would have recapped T-Rex and Steams. Let's just say I'm looking at that. I'm like, boom, I'm going to recap that battle. And let's just say I recap A-Ward and Prep as well. You got like 7, 8 battles on the card. In order to give a good recap, I need to watch these battles a couple times. But by the time I watch your event on a Friday night and it ends at midnight, now I'm tired, right? I got to watch your battles in order to do a recap. But before I can even watch your battles, do a recap, I wake up the next day, life is life, and I'm doing whatever. Boom, now it's Saturday, right? Your event was Friday. I'm like, oh, I got to get these scoop recaps out. But at 2 o'clock, I got the trenches. Got to watch the event, right? The trenches. So I watched the event. Another 1, 2, 3, another 6 battles. But I ain't really even finished watching yours. Now I got another 6 battles, right? Okay, damn, like what I want. King Mike P could be crazy. Cortez True Foe. Dre Majesty hit me up personally, wanted me to recap him in prep. Trying to do all of this, right? You're triaging battles. Triaging meaning what's the most important battles. But you also want to not only get the battles, still want to make money in battle rap. So there's some battles that's going to be recapped no matter whether they was trash or not. But by the time I watch your event, Easy's event, the next day I'm waking up. Now it's Sunday, right? I'm waking up the next day. Boom, I'm watching these event, right? Trying to catch up on these battles. Boom. TBL is 2 o'clock. I got to do Easy and Twerk. Got to recap that battle. Really got to do John and Swamp. It's the next biggest money maker of the weekend. And maybe Rex and Snake Eyes. TBL has battles that as a recapper, you have to recap. Easy and Twerk could be trash. You can't skip it, bro. As a content creator, it's too much money in the battle. John and Swamp, with everything that's going on, too much money in the battle. They're too big of names in the culture. Rex and Snake Eye, a little grudge match. Rex will go crazy. Little too much to talk about in the culture. So now, this event, now it's Monday. You're back to work. You back to lifing. Life is lifing. Your family, everything going on. How do you recap all of these battles, bro, when y'all do them on the same weekend? How do you recap them? And because you can't recap them, look at all the people that go without any attention, although they gave their best. Because I don't know much about Fendi, but she battles Bonnie right here in the corner down here. Let's just say Fendi goes crazy, right? I'm like, yo, Fendi went crazy. You want to give her some attention because she's an up-and-coming girl that went crazy. But how can you really give her attention when you got to do Easy and Twerk and you got to do John and Swamp? And you still got all of these battles that you're looking at doing. So you end up skipping Fendi and you don't even entertain it. Low Supreme and Elijah Straight, crazy battle, Bar Fest. You got to do Easy and Twerk. You got to do John and Swamp. You might have to do some battles over here. Boom, next thing you know, it's Tuesday, Wednesday. You forget about Low Supreme and you forget about Elijah Straight. Let's just say, who else is on here? Let's just say Dre Majesty and Prep is a great battle. They went crazy in this battle. King and Mike P went crazy. I'm like, damn, I kind of want to recap him because I'm a big King fan. I like Mike P. It's his last battle in New York. He looked like he about to retire. So in your mind, you're thinking, I got to recap King. It's like the hottest new nigga in battle rap. So you recap the battle, right? But you forget about people. You got Peaches from RBE down here trying to get her thing going. Dre Dennis and Skull. Dre Dennis finally on one of the major pay-per-view cards. Good looking for him. Skull, be interested to see what he got to say because he's like Easy's right-hand man, Hurricane Dude's brother. That might be an interesting conversation. You can't get to all of these battles, bro. It's just too many fucking battles on a weekend. So y'all book people, they give their all, and you can't get to the battles. And even your card gets overlooked. Somebody like Ish Mula, who's been putting in a lot of work in battle rap, battles Mac Myron, down here at the bottom, he may have a crazy battle where you be like, Ish Mula went crazy. Nigga had a classic. You can't really focus on an Ish Mula battle, to keep it real with you. It's too many more money makers for that weekend. It's too many more battles that weekend that make way more money. And at the end of the day, you're a content creator and someone that pushes battle rap forward. You gotta get the main guys. You gotta get that. You gotta get Easy and Twerk. You gotta get John and Swamp, Rex and Snake Eyes, maybe even Suge and Marv, before you can recap Mac Myron and Ish Mula. But you wouldn't even have that problem if you only had one event this weekend. If this battle was Friday and you had Saturday and Sunday to just focus on this entire card, you might be able to give some of these lower names and these lower battles on the card more attention. And I see that that's what goes on a lot in battle rap. If you look at the Hitman and Mook card, I still haven't recapped Arsenal and Jazz. I still haven't recapped Calico and Rum Nitty. Life is life, and man, people work, people got families, people work on the road, people do a lot of different things. It's hard to catch all the battles. So sometimes leagues have to be strategic, and even when they book battles, so that even a blogger can focus on it more. But y'all do y'all own self a little injustice because y'all overbook stuff. And sometimes it may take 4 or 5 days to catch up to an event. You have a Summer Madness, of course you're gonna do Lux and Twerk. After that, you start working on a Arsenal and Eunice. Then you start working on a Geechee and Shoddy. It takes time over days to get to those battles. When you have 2 and 3 events in one weekend, you can't get to the battles, bro. And these battles come and go. Because by the time you wake up the next day and start living your life, there's another event. Now there's TBL going on today. And I can't even think about your event that went on last night because TBL is today. So I just look at with this situation, I don't even feel like leagues do themselves a great justice with even how they book. It's a lot of stuff going on this weekend, bro. I didn't even get into the fact that you got this Twerk and Stretch Mills smack event that's supposed to be going on. Let me show you that. This is another event going on this weekend.
Yeah, what's poppin'? It's your boy Smitterdag. Yo, check it out. You know what I'm saying? October 12th, Rochester, New York. I will be in the building. You know what's going down. We're going to be at the Woodham Hotel. Make sure you get your tickets. I'm pulling up. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing a couple of the spitters with me. And we're going to see what the city is hitting for, you heard? So you already know. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. Rochester, New York. October 12th. Your boy's in the building. You already know. We're going to put on for the culture of battle rap. Let's get it.
This event is Sunday, bro, the same day as Trenches. It's just too many battle rap events. But that's not even it. That's the 4th event for the weekend. Let me even show you this. Y'all see this flyer? This flyer is headlined by Chef Trez versus Shay-Rack. The date, man. Look at the date on this flyer. Chef Trez versus Shay-Rack. It's a whole card going down here in Georgia. Look at the date. October 11th. October 11th, bro. The battle is today. It's a whole card. JC's on his card. Jay Moore's on his card. Chef Trez on his card. Shay-Rack. That means this weekend has 5 events. 5 events are going on this weekend. When these battles hit YouTube, how can you catch up with all these niggas to give them proper recaps? I was on Twitter the other day, right? And this popped up on my timeline on October 3rd. This is Av versus Cortez. Now, this was on a Daylight card, and it was a secret battle. It just got put out on YouTube on October 3rd. The battle happened April 3rd. So May, June, July, August, September, October. This battle came out 6 months after it happened. You can't have shit like that in battle rap, bro. That means how are you able to move on to a Hitman card, move on to damn near an easy card? You don't even have all the battles out from the Daylight and Rum Nitty card. TBL sometimes just be doing too much, bro. They don't even have the battles out fast enough. I salute them for doing battles the way they're doing them and really putting on for the culture. But you can't throw a battle rap event and a battle come out 6 months later. It just kills a lot of momentum. And then when it hits YouTube, it's so old. Why would a blogger go back and recap a battle from 6 months ago? And this might be a fire battle. I slightly remember a little bit of it when I watched the pay-per-view. I don't even remember a whole lot about this battle. But this might have been a good battle. But it's 6 months old though. So it's another battle for Cortez and Av, people that need to continue to build their profile and show that they still doing things. Not build their profile, but show that they still doing shit in this culture. This is a battle that came and went, bro. I remember when I talked to Cortez and he was telling me how much he kind of like been in and out of battle rap or whatever. Like he kind of hadn't been focused. He's been focusing on his son who got recently incarcerated. He was like, yeah, I battle in Brooklyn. That was a street talk event with Ill Will, with the low turnout, everything, bad promo, low turnout, everything. And he was like, I got a surprise battle with Av. And he was excited because it was on the Daylight card and all that. And he was like, yeah, I'm getting some of the battles that I want. I battle in Brooklyn in my backyard and I battle Av on a big card. It comes out 6 months later. In battle rap, you just can't have that. It's an injustice to the battlers, and you just lose all momentum if you do this battle, that a battle drops out of thin air 6 months later, and it's like you don't even have the momentum for it anymore. How can you give these battles proper recaps? And that's why a lot of times battle rap comes and go. Because by the time Chef Trez and Shayrak, which I like Shayrak a lot, I love to see this battle. By the time this hit YouTube in like 3 weeks from now, I bet and forgot about this shit, bro. And that's what's wrong with oversaturation. I feel like sometimes, and that's why I say I talk a lot about a union. I talk a lot about working together. I feel like media as well as leagues, if there was more strategic in how they plan stuff, if battlers were more open about who else they have booked. Because I spoke to the league owner for Twerk tomorrow, and I don't know if he's going to do that battle because everything he's going through. But the league owner, he told me he booked a battle before he knew Twerk was battling easy on TBL. The battlers aren't even being honest or upfront that they have another battle. They just take money and then they just be like, oh, so-and-so calls them about another battle that weekend. They just take that money too. You got to have it in your contract that you just cannot have another battle that weekend. You just got to have it in your contract and you got to stand on it. And I feel like that's a big problem with recaps. It's so many battles, it almost gets you out of even recapping a battle. Now, I'm not taking away our responsibility as bloggers. We could do a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Just because these battles come out later on YouTube, it don't mean we can't recap them. Sometimes we don't recap them because we being fucking lazy and the energy to recap it isn't there. So yes, it is on us. We could do better. But the reason why I wanted to bring up your YouTube comment and bring up oversaturation is because there's just too much battle rap out right now. Some of it's good, some of it's not, but most of it always has major names on it, even at the top of the flyer. And these battlers just come and go. They just come and go. And there was a time, bro, when the event meant something. It wasn't so many battles out. So when King of the Dot had an event, niggas was locked in. When URL had an event, it was locked in. RBE, it was locked in. Now, it's a lot of leagues just doing shit. Anybody can die, battle league. What is this? What is this league right here? This league right here is, let me see. Dark Horse Battle League. Never even heard of these niggas. They doing Shayrak and Chef Trez. I never even heard of these niggas, bro. Nigga just pick an animal and call himself a battle league. I never heard of these niggas before. And that's why oversaturation is a big deal in battle rap. And this is chapter 1 of what is going to be an extensive series of looking at things that's wrong with battle rap. And Scoop, I gotta be real with you, bro. I don't know why you didn't listen to none of the advice I gave you, because niggas is saying your event was trash. And if somebody is saying your event is trash, then you're not gonna be able to resell pay-per-views and have resale value. Now you're booking niggas because you book T-Top and Swave. Swave is restore order, dog. He don't restore shit. I don't know why Swave didn't tell you what I'm telling you right now. Like, my nigga, you're doing too much. You have too many events. There's too much shit going on this weekend. Swave just took your money and fucking lost to T-Top. These niggas not putting you on. Swave is supposed to be media, bro. He's supposed to be telling you what's up and trying to maximize the best of his ability. I don't even know if I'm Swave why I even want to battle this weekend, because there's so much shit going on. So if I'm Swave, I should be putting you up on game and letting you know, after all, you hired Ike P to host and you booked Swave. None of them niggas could tell you that it was too much shit going on this weekend. After all, I thought it was restore order. These niggas don't restore shit, bro. And that's why you always need bloggers. Because niggas will sit in your face, take your money, fuck you over, and Chris Unbiased to get in front of a camera and tell you doing shit wrong and try to put you up on game. You don't listen to me, but at some point in time, I'm the only nigga giving you real advice. Everybody else is like, yo, the fire card is this. Bro, no, you're doing this shit wrong. Not just about having battles, it's doing shit the right way. Niggas can support what you got going on if you do it right. You're not doing it right. And niggas is just taking your money and getting the fuck on and moving to the next event. But you either gonna be a leader, a follower, or a loner, bro. You're being a follower. Stop trying to latch on to TBL's weekend and make it a whole battle rap weekend. You're not even cut like that, and your league isn't even big like that to even be able to compete. You need your own weekend so niggas could focus on shit more. And that's what's wrong with battle rap, man. Oversaturation chapter 1. I'll see y'all in the next chapter, man. Holla at your boy.
You too, it's the third one.